Today I'd like to talk about some general tips on how to use PowerPoint presentations effectively. Specifically, we'll be looking at the top 10 PowerPoint things which you should remember to do. Number 1. Slides should be a summary of the important points and key ideas. A presentation is not an essay, so use keywords, main points, and phrases rather than sentences and paragraphs. Remember to use colors which give a sharp contrast so the slides are easy for the audience to read. Number 3. Remember to use relevant images and visuals. Pictures go a long way to convey meaning and content, so don't forget to appeal to the visual learners. Number 4. Presentations which have typos or spelling and grammar mistakes look very unprofessional, so remember to use spell check. Number 5. When it comes to fonts, size does matter. For projected presentations, be sure to use at least a 30-point font so that your audience will be able to read it, even from the back of the lecture hall. Number 6. Be sure to have numbers on your slides so that you can refer to a particular slide easily. This will also assist you with presenter notes if you use them. Number 7. Remember to use simple fonts. Sans serif fonts tend to be the easiest to read. Number 8. One of the most important things in any presentation is to involve the audience. No one wants to just listen to a presenter drone on and on. One easy way to encourage audience involvement is to use slides to provide activities rather than just present content. In this example, a matching activity is given for the audience to complete. Other ways to encourage audience participation include using specialized hardware, such as handheld clickers, to conduct polls, surveys, or quizzes. Alternatively, you could use web-based polls or similar applications. There are plenty to choose from. Number 9. As a presenter, it's a good idea to have a presentation plan or outline for you to follow. This can help if there are disruptions, digressions, or distracting questions. It can also serve as a reminder of all the points and examples you want to give. And finally, number 10. Add visual elements such as smart art to your slides. This will help change a boring bullet point and text format into one which shows how concepts are ordered or related. This can appeal to the visual learner in all of us. We've all probably seen some pretty bad PowerPoint presentations in our time, and may have even experienced the dreaded death by PowerPoint syndrome. With this in mind, I've compiled a list of the top 10 things not to do in a presentation. So, without further ado, here is the top 10 list of things not to do when making a PowerPoint presentation. Number 1. Don't use all capitals, a bunch of short forms, or AATNOUs, annoying acronyms that no one understands. 2. Resist the temptation to face the screen so that you can read from it when presenting. No one wants to look at the back of your head. Remember, eye contact is key to a good presentation. Number 3. Don't write every single word you are going to say in your presentation, regardless of how long and boring it will be, since this is likely to put the audience to sleep before the end of the slide or even sooner. You get the idea. Number 4. Shining a laser pointer at a slide isn't an effective way to highlight something. It's typically hard to see and distracting. Instead, use the built-in slide pointer function, Control and P, to turn the cursor arrow into a red pointer. It will show up much better on the screen, and you can even save your notations at the end. Control and A will return it to an arrow when you're done. Number 5. Avoid giving out too much information, especially on a single slide. If things start to get cluttery, simplify the message, or even use more slides, but with fewer points. Number 6. Stick to one or maybe two fonts rather than more, and don't vary the sizes too much either. It can get confusing and hard to follow. Number 7. Bullet points should be used sparingly to highlight only key or important points. Some people say to avoid them completely. Number 8. Try to avoid clashing colors or an overly distracting rainbow of backgrounds, fonts, and graphics. Keep it simple. Number 9. Anticipate Murphy's Law when it comes to the necessary technological tools that you'll need, such as mics, flash drives, mice, and other things. Don't forget to do a tech check before the presentation. And finally, number 10. Don't think that whistles and bells can replace good content. Make sure the content is solid and only use animations, flashy effects, and the like sparingly, or it can distract the audience. Don't let the delivery detract from the message.
Thanks for watching this video on PowerPoint Do's and Don'ts.